Okay, so this is a quick guide for aggroing the White Elite and getting the sword on Outskirts Legendary. So as we approach this area where we get the sword from the White Elite, there's two enemies. It's a grunt who will be on this turret and a White Elite who stands around here. Sometimes your allies can kill the grunt, as shown in this scenario. Sometimes they don't. It's pretty random, to be honest. So if the grunt's alive, you want to shoot him and grenade the turret. You preferably want to do this from as high in the air as possible to make sure that the grenade doesn't hurt you, as this can cause you to die to the White Elite. So I'd shoot and grenade it if the grunt was alive. The reason we want to kill the turret is because the White Elite is programmed to get on the turret if it's empty, as you can see him doing in the last two scenarios. If he's trying to get on the turret and he stood around here, you will really have a hard time aggroing him. It becomes much harder when he's trying to get on the turret. If you kill the turret, you can see he aggroes almost immediately. So if the grunt's there, you want to shoot him in the head and then grenade it. I missed my grenade here, so this time you might see it might be much harder for me to aggro him until he's actually got on the turret, at which point you can get him off and then aggro him. So shoot the grunt, grenade the turret, then run into him. You want to touch him, get nice up in his face, get really close, and sort of run circles around him until he aggroes. He should aggro pretty fast. If he doesn't aggro immediately, he'll often melee you. If he melees you, you can dodge it, and if you dodge his melee, he will immediately aggro. So those are the ways to aggro him. Just run into him, and if he doesn't aggro from that, just run circles around him until he melees. At which point, dodging the melee will cause him to aggro. So you've seen these last couple scenarios, he's got on the turret, because the grunt's been dead. If he gets on the turret, you just want to get him off. You can do this by running into him, or grenading him. Or meleeing him. I guess he's just not wanting to cooperate. Once he gets off the turret, you do what you'd usually do in running into him and running circles around him until he aggroes and drops a sword. If I grenade him here, it'll also cause him to get off, and then we just grab the sword. That's pretty much all there is to it. I don't think I'm missing anything here. It is pretty straightforward. It's a grunt, so I want to shoot and grenade the turret, then just run into him, and he will grab the sword. One last thing. You don't want to melee him the instant that he starts his aggro animation. You want to wait until he drops his plasma rifle. Once he's dropped his plasma rifle, then you want to melee him. If you melee him too early, he won't drop a sword. He'll just drop the plasma rifle. But yeah, that's aggroing the White Elite on Outskirts Legendary.
Sergeant, I need you on